Hello everyone. I wanted to read this little essay that I wrote after reading The Phantom of the Opera. So here it goes. Gaston Leroux's The Phantom of the Opera plays on a theme that is unsettling to us, because no matter what we might think or believe, no one knows how they would react if they discovered their child was born a monster, or, so to speak, born looking like a monster. It's not the first time we've seen this. Victor Frankenstein was horrified by what he had created. Quasimodo's mother abandoned him as a baby. The Cobblepots were dismayed by their son, who grew up to adopt the name Penguin. But it's downright tragic to think of something like this occurring in real life, as we've seen in the case of Joseph Merrick, whose father entirely rejected him after his mother died. And it's Eric's behavior that seems to embody the frustrations of all these individuals, real or imagined. His parents thought of him as the subject of horror and terror. His own mother never allowed him to kiss her. She used to run away, throwing a mask at him. After being exhibited as a living corpse, he takes the way his family and society have treated him and molds it into a reputation of nefarious skill and impending fear. He participates in the killing of people, he creates contraptions that kill, and he kills people himself. These are the ultimate sins that help us to anoint him as the monster that he is. At root, though, we know what's going on. Eric looks different. The notion of looking different is well played out in The Twilight Zone, where Janet Tyler has undergone multiple plastic surgeries in the hope that she will look like her counterparts. The problem is that it doesn't work. The bandages are removed and she looks, well, she looks like us, and everyone else looks normal. She's ostracized with the others who look like her, and it's a damning subtextual indictment on the society we live in today. People look different and we treat them accordingly, which is to say, if they don't look like how we want them to, we become indignant. We tend to think of ourselves as blameless, but our actions provoke the kind of behavior that Eric comes to cherish, the kind of behavior that makes him feel better, because he's capitalized on the terror everyone feels when they see him. He earns a living by defining his monstrous looks with a monstrous way of thinking. It speaks to the notion of flaunting what you've got. But as with most cases of pent-up shame, it becomes like a war that will never end. No one ever gets used to the act of destruction. For Eric, no matter how sly or devious he can be, it's really only the mask that saves him. Because he knows that whenever he takes it off in front of another person, he'll get that look of disgust they always feel for him, that haunting look of revulsion that will never go away. And for that, we have to ask, who are the real monsters?